post. There are bloodthirsty Republicans and right-wingers on social media who look at this guy and are like, he's going a little crazy. But anyway, out of the blue, John Fetterman is getting dissed.
There exists on the internet a John Fetterman diss track by a real rapper. And rather than risk playing the content, I'm just going to play a clip of Anthony Fantano talking about it because that's how I found out about it. And if you want to listen to it, I'll put a link in the description, or you can just look the guy up. His name is RXK Nephew. But check this out. I thought this was pretty funny. And it also brings in the cats from Chapo Trap House.
We may have found the best diss track of 2025, and it's come from a pretty unlikely place. Although, maybe not so much. Listen, I'm going to start off this video by saying I apologize. This is the first time on this channel that I am speaking of RXK Nephew.
So I just want to pause and say, I won't interrupt this a lot, but Fantano has he's pretty good politically, has pretty good takes. I mean, he does get shit libby at times and a little bit too drama queenish on some stuff, and he's very anti-Trump. But, you know, I think overall he has the right idea.
An insanely prolific rap artist that has been taking the internet by storm, the underground anyway, over the last several years. And the guy has just been building up an insane body of work since about 2020, albums, mixtapes, EPs, singles. The guy is just constantly dropping stuff. And, you know, while there is most definitely a quantity over quality dynamic going on here, you can't really deny that the guy has an attention-grabbing style with these sort of very loose, offbeat, nearly spoken flows with which he displays an absolutely insane sense of humor. Now, with a rap artist this active, you know, eventually the guy's going to drop a diss track just by virtue of releasing so much material in a very short period of time. I think that's just going to happen. But the target is kind of unlikely. Congressman John Fetterman, somebody who maybe everyone watching the channel isn't 100% aware of. But let me get straight into the point and just say the guy is an absolute troglodyte, and don't let the D next to his name fool you if you do happen to lean Democratic when you're voting. Despite the fact when he was originally running for this office, he was like really kind of pitching himself as a progressive, but he has since entirely given up all such labels and is just sort of like pretending like he never did. Essentially gaslighting his voters while simultaneously just being like a lapdog for Israel. You know, it
sounds like the entire Democratic Party, Anthony. Yeah, it does. Also, this goes back to what I was saying about Mamdani earlier. This is what the Democrats do. Barack Obama, AOC, Elizabeth Warren, Cory Booker. Pick a name. They all run on left policy ideas, and then when they get in, they do Republican shit. Or they just, you know, do a trip to Israel and kiss the wall, and that's it. This Mamdani guy, I get that vibe from him already because he's already sucking the party elite's toes. So you know that he's going to do the same shit that Fetterman here did.
It's weird because it's not like he's the only congressperson out here like taking AIPAC money. There are certainly many others, but when you look at this man's social media feed, he is just absolutely obsessed with this topic and is just going harder than anyone else in elected office. There are bloodthirsty Republicans and right-wingers on social media who look at this guy and are like, he's going a little crazy. Because seemingly he has no qualms with making his entire agenda about the interests of an entirely different country. But anyway, out of the blue, John Fetterman is getting dissed by RXK Nephew. And the rhymes he writes on this track, just simply titled John Fetterman, maybe is inspired by or somehow connected to this Twitter thread where a bunch of users, including Felix
Fetterman
of Chapo Trap House fame, are all sort of like writing bars about an imaginary RXK Nephew John Fetterman diss track, like how he would write a song about John Fetterman based on his trademark lyrical style. And there's a lot of funny bars in there.
Now, if you've listened to the show recently, you know, first time or long time, if you listen to Chapo, you know two things about Felix and I. That we are fans of both John Fetterman and RXK Nephew.
The two men bringing back hip hop.
We've said Fetterman, Slitherman many times on the show. And listeners of the show reached out to RXK Nephew. They inquired to Mr. Nephew, how much would it cost to do a song about John Fetterman? RXK responded, $500. I have my engineer with me right now. Listeners, friends, I answered the call. I gave RXK Nephew $500. I feel like the modern day Medici family for my sponsorship of the arts. But without further ado, here is RXK Nephew's untitled John Fetterman track that was worth every penny and then some.
Got a bald head, John Fetterman. Walk in, get lit out of Democrat part. Get a bitch pregnant out of Republican part. Call Fetterman, dad got fentanyl on Molly. Who the fuck you think you is? Who the hell you thought you was? Nigga bought a church in Pennsylvania off his family drugs.
Okay, there it is. There we have it. Fun time. You know, I really love that he went with a dance beat on this one. This track's for the club. And yeah, while it is a pretty simple chorus, short verse, and then chorus, the song is still pretty fun for what it is. Taking shots at Fetterman's bald head. Also mentioning him buying a church in Pennsylvania. Has he done that? Is that a thing? Neff is doing some like serious deep diving,
Yes, he has.
going into this guy's past. Of course, had to laugh at the line with him saying that John Fetterman should suck his dick, but actually, no, please don't do that. He's not interested. You know, some people really do say that a lot, you know, really put that line out there with their chest. And it happens so often, you really do have to wonder, are they actually interested? I like that Neff specified, you know, that it's not serious. It's jest and jest. OnlyFans and food stamps. Treat my trap like a boot camp. Bitch random dope. We don't do stamps. Neff Fetterman doing what they can't. But yeah, some funny bars on here. Pretty straightforward, silly track. Love that Neff here is keeping it silly and just putting his boot on Fetterman's neck a little bit. And now we are just kind of sitting here waiting for the Fetterman response, which should be here very soon, assuming that this man does not continue to be unfettered. Nice book title, you jackass. But yeah, there.
I'm going to take you out with a tie-in here because this diss track reminded me of a diss track that I myself put together a couple weeks ago for underground rapper and Israel stan Necro. Okay, I will say this. No Jewish man has gone harder on Israel than Dave Smith. You can take that to the bank. So I'm going to take you out today with my Necro diss track. I hope you enjoy it. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe, all that good shit. And we'll see you next time. Take good care of yourselves out there, citizens.
Like if Nosferatu was a pudgy elf, Israel has a right to defend itself. I stab your face with a rusty ice pick, then I turn around and suck Netanyahu's dick. All my songs sound the same, it's pathetic. And Dave Smith is anti-Semitic. Got so drunk last night, it's kind of blurry, but I think I got sodomized by Douglas Murray. I say a lot of tough shit that sounds scary, but deep down inside I'm really just a fairy. And some people might label me a demon, but my mouth and ass are full of Israeli semen. Cause I'm a Zionist fuckboy, Netanyahu's fuck toy. I'm a Zionist fuckboy, yeah.